literal sexual objectification. You can't get more degrading than that. Where in the West does any aspect of society encourage this madness?
She speaks from a country with the 28th highest rate of rape in the world, and the second country that supplies the internet with porn, coming right after the US. The very industry that objectifies women and treats them like a piece of meat. According to The Guardian, 4/5 of young women in the UK have been sexually harassed. The Daily Mail reported in 2011 a staggering 47% of the British population has admitted to cheating on a partner, while 63% have discovered they have been cheated on. British women are cheap goods for British men. When the US was pouring hundreds of thousands of GIs on British soil to amass for D-Day, British women were sleeping on the fields around the camps to meet with GIs. The sexual beasts of the US military were committing crimes against the British women. For example, in a letter intercepted by Army male censors, a woman from Bedford wrote, "The Yankees are molesting and beating up no end of girls, getting really bad name for themselves." And from Northern Ireland, a letter writer complained about the GIs, the worst set of drunkards ever imported into any place. There was a considerable public disapproval. Despite all of these problems, the British authorities gave a blind eye to them, and when the mayor of Grantham presented the Home Office with a resolution signed by 25 residents complaining about the behavior of American troops in the town, a Foreign Office minute warned that it might damage the cordial relations with Allied soldiers. When George Kendall fulminated in the House of Commons about the behavior of American troops towards women in his constituency, he, rather than the behavior of the Americans, was chastised by the Home Secretary. To the British authority, the flesh of their daughters, wives, cousins is something cheap, something to be traded with cordial relations with their American masters. Magazines and newspapers encourage girls to imagine themselves as objects of romantic desire for the GIs, and give them advice how to make themselves more attractive to men, aka piece of meat. That's how cheap Western women are.